They're not attacking.
Okay, turn the voice off for now. Okay, so videos playing in the background. Those are clips from this year, the past year, from various games. This game right here is MechWarrior 5 Clans, stuff like that. Anyway, so you'll be seeing that. A bunch of different games. Basically, clips made while streaming, either by me or by other people. So, anyway, Skyward, at the end of Volume 3, you catch up with Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli at Helm's Deep. Oh, do you? Did not know that. I'd never played that far. So, I think Mrs. Gimpy did, but I didn't. But anyway, we just finished up basically talking about all the games I played in the past year. If you'd like to see that list again, just head on over to my website, gimmeme.com/articles/games, and then choose the games played in 2024. There's only 46 of them. I played 46 different games this year. It's not too bad. And thank you, Ruckus, for the link. But anyway, if you go through the list and see any games you'd like to ask questions about or discuss in general, just speak up and we can do that. I don't have a problem with that. But in the meantime, we're going to switch over to the PC game article where they talk about the games that are coming out next year, 2025. If you need a link for that directly so you can follow along, I will have it up on the screen where we're going to be talking about at the time. But if you want to look ahead or whatever, there's a link there to the article if you want to, cheat. So anyway, where are you? There you are. So you'll be looking at this. So again, this is a game article over on PC Gamer. So there, that stuff. And do I want to show that ad? No, we want to take that ad off the screen. They're not paying me to show that, so just a second. I can see that up. Close enough? No, that's too much. Never mind. Good enough. I think that'll work. Now we get to make it bigger. Better? Easy to read, maybe? If you're following on the screen. Not a time you are a major and very visible pain as far as that, so the player does have an important... Oh, I'm not saying the players don't have important roles there. It's just that, Anyway, so again, you can watch either on screen or you can head out over to the article itself and read that stuff, because we're not be reading this stuff. We're just going to be looking at the actual list of games. So in this case, the biggest games launching in 2025 according to PC Gamer are Grand Theft Auto 6, don't care. Doom, Dark Ages, I don't care. Civilization 7, not really. Assassin's Creed Shadows, that's going to be a bomb, you know that. Avowed, this is probably the only game on the list that I have any real interest in. It's coming out by Obsidian, it's another RPG, open world. So it's going to be very similar to Skyrim and more than likely, as I say. So, though Obsidian may not want everyone to call this its version of Skyrim, it sort of is. More importantly, though, we think the differences make it compelling. So, again, Avowed. This is probably the only real game that's coming to mind right now, before we go through the rest of the list, that I actually have any interest in. Monster Hunter's not my thing. Death Stranding, not my thing either. So, yeah. The problem of Avowed is that it will be very action-oriented. Yeah, but that's not a big deal. I mean, until I see it, that's going to pretty much determine once I see more video of it and gameplay, will pretty much determine how much I actually want to try to get it. So, like more RPG version. Yeah, again, we'll see what until we get more info on it. We'll see. But it is coming out in February, so it's not too far away. Yeah, I think this is going to be on Xbox Game Pass as well, or PC Game Pass. PC Game Pass? Yeah, it's PC Game Pass. The Xbox PC Game Pass. There we go. So if it is, that'll be perfect. For those of you who don't know what Xbox PC Game Pass is, it's basically a gaming subscription. We pay, I think it's $10 or $12 US every month, and you basically get access to all the games in their library, which is it's grown since it first came out. It's a And the best part is it allows you to play games like Avowed or MechWarrior 5 Clans or a number of Paradox games, a number of different EA games like Madden and the others out there. For that subscription price, as long as you have a subscription, you can play these games. You don't have to pay for them. You can pay for them if you want, and that way, when your subscription either you turn it off or whatever, you still have access to the games, but you buy it through the Game Pass. So that kind of thing. It's not a bad deal. I use it. So, and it's a great way for looking at games such as Avowed, which is going to be $60 minimum. So if it's on PC Game Pass, even if it's not at release, you can still wait a little bit until it comes onto the Game Pass, which it more than likely will. Try it out. If you like it, either buy it there on Game Pass or go to Steam or GOG or where else you can buy it from and get it there. And Microsoft has been buying up studios. Yes, they have. So, anyway, of these biggest games launching in 2025, according to PC Gamer, the only one that I actually really care about is Avowed, because Grand Theft Auto. Do we need a sixth one? Do we? I mean, what's it gonna be? Bonnie and Clyde inspired crime couple. Oh boy. So yeah. Doom, I don't really care about Doom. Civilization, another Civilization. Bringing big changes. How big changes are they going to be? Space Empire? Because that's the only big changes I could see being worthwhile. But I'm not critical. I'm not critical or jaded. Yes. Grand Theft Auto is some kind of stealing a car game. I would be shocked if it wasn't anything else. Anyway. So those are the big ones there. Here's actual release schedule in January. First things first. Freedom Wars Remastered. Classic Vita RPG meets 4K treatment. We're an Empire Early Access. I don't think they should be listing early access stuff. I wish they wouldn't. I want to see games that actually be released. I'm tired of the early access stuff, in all honesty. Early access is great for companies to raise money or whatever. But as far as these lists go, I don't think they belong here. I really don't. I don't think they should belong here. This should be games that are actually releasing officially. Early access is not an official release. Not saying these games suck, because I don't know anything about them, but they really shouldn't be here. Dynasty Warriors Origins, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Okay. Star Wars Jedi Power Battles. Virtua Fighter 5 Revo. I see a lot of lack of imagination in some of these releases here. These are basically just remakes or re-releases. Orcs Must Die, Death Trap, Horde Shooting Frenzy. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Dun, dun, dun. Sid Meier's got to make his money, though. Well, put out new games that aren't just rehashes of what you've already done. Sleeper 2 could be a good one, especially those games with slow development that end up years of early access. Yeah, well, yeah. Waiting for the wave of remastered. Yes, the remastered version of whatever. Stone of Madness. 18th century stealth tactics. 18th century. Stealth tactics in the 18th century. That's muskets, Muskets and swords still, I wonder when that's actually... Stone Madness is a real-time tactical stealth set in the 18th century Spanish monastery. 5 prisoners pool their skills and resources to face their phobias, stave off insanity. That doesn't sound fun at all. It sounds like a horror movie or a horror game. I don't do horror games. You're hiding in the clouds of musket fire. And apparently it doesn't even look like it's that. It's not even that kind of game either. It looks more like a horror game. Marvel Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man sequel on PC. I didn't play 1, so maybe. Probably not. Warside. Tactical Advanced Works styled war game. What the hell is that? Oh, I know this one. I'm going to take this off screen real quick so we know we're not what I'm talking about. I get emails from the developers on a regular basis from that game. I think they gave it to me already. Twice, maybe 3 times. They really are trying to sell that game hard. Just saying, they're trying to sell that game hard. And it's a mobile game. It's basically a mobile game. And they're pushing it really hard like it's a PC game. It's not, just to be clear. That game is, it's not that it's bad. It's just that it's not a PC game. It's a mobile game. So for them to push it as a PC game is just wrong. So anyway, we won't talk about that one again. Citizen Sleeper, Mecha Blood Quarry Assault, Grizzled Mecha Boomer Shooter. Oh, this is going to be horrible. You know that. Mecha Blood. The year is 2082. You play the role of Bill, a grizzled and extremely hairy robo-jockey. It is up to you to take the reins of Bill's mech, spelled MEKK, and your friend Rusty to get your revenge against Torque's Core, who's trying to steal your mining claim. So it's a retro shooter. You run around in a mech, but it's basically Doom. Well, not even Doom. That's more Castle Wolfenstein 3D. So, not going to worry about that one. I don't think I'll be able to code for that one after that review. So, that game we were just looking at is that one. The Boomer Shooter, it's not, that's being generous. Boom mixed with Descent. That doesn't look like Descent at all. That looked like a flat, that just looked like Doom. I didn't get any element, that didn't make it look like Descent at all. Welcome back, Bob. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Hey, we talked about the first one earlier today on stream. Will I be playing this? If I can get a key for free for this one, I'll stream it, but I'm not going to try to get a key for it, just to be clear. I have yet to play Deliverance 1, which I've had for years thanks to Epic Games, and I never installed it. So my desire to play Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is fairly low. But if the devs are listening to this, they want to send me a key, I will stream it. Keeping in mind that I have a very small audience. Yes, I am not helping my situation by getting a key by saying that, but it's the truth. Because I really have no desire to play this game. Don't expect to get a key. It doesn't matter if Kingdom Come 1 was great. What I've seen of it and what I've watched of it, it doesn't look interesting to me. It looks tedious to me. So, and 2, I would expect to be no different. So again, do not expect me to be playing this. Unless, again, the devs are really desperate to give me a key. That's the only way I'm going to be getting one. So, and as I said, I have a very small audience, so I'm not expecting to get one. So, Ambient Life, Paramedic Simulator, really? So, was it 7 when we saw that? Phantom Breaker, Battlegrounds, Ultimate, Pixel Art, Beat 'em Up. Really? What's this? Battlegrounds Ultimate is a side-scrolling beat-em-up with the heart of a fighting game. Okay, no, that's okay. I've read what I needed to read. Assassin's Creed Shadows, Feudal Japan gets the assassin treatment. Oh, is that where they're putting it? Yeah, that's not going to do well, I don't think. Somehow I don't expect this to do very well. Oh, it's over here on it's only Epic? Oh, that's a bad sign. Medieval peasant go hero sim with lots of freedom. Sure. Date everything. A sandbox dating sim. Written by nerds. So don't expect this to be accurate at all. Good luck. Legend of Heroes Trails through Daybreak 2. No, another chapter. I have no idea what that is. Tomb Raider 4 through 6 remastered. Avowed. This is the one we're really looking forward to, at least for me. First person fantasy RPG from Obsidian Entertainment. That's a great description. They put a lot of effort into that one. Shout out to Flop with all the backlash they got for trying to rewrite Japan's history. Yeah, I'm not, like I said, the Assassin's Creed one, I'm not, I think that one's going to bomb. But Avowed, I'm looking forward to this game. I really am. And because it's Xbox Game Studios, so expect it to be on PC Game Pass at release. So, yay. Don't have to pay for it up front. Get to actually try it out first and then decide whether you want to buy it or not when it goes on sale on Steam. Not bitter, not jaded. Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. Life is Strange. No. Error 1. Ship customizing a base building space RTS. Is this the... No, this is not the one I thought it was. I thought this might have been... Slytherin is working on a game like this. Come on, go faster. So the Skyrim sets in Pillars of Eternity's world. Sort of. That's what it looks like. Avowed looks like, yeah. Okay, this is not... This is just a movie, isn't it? Okay, it's not just a movie. Innovative space game that combines elements of real-time strategy, base building, space survival, and tactical battles. Players can create and customize their base from scratch, construct various types of structures and warships, manage fleets, and engage in tactical space battles. So, space survival. This one might be a maybe. It's my type of game, for sure. Not necessarily a streaming game for me, but it's definitely my type of game. Is it only multiplayer? This one? Exploration, action RPG, real-time tactics, PvP. About the game. Assembly models construct. The game seamlessly blends real-time strategy and base building elements, provides players with the opportunity to engage in intense battles between space fleets. Ugh. Don't know how to do paragraphs, apparently. Or highlight points, or whatever they're called. Wow, whoever wrote this needs to be smacked. Because that is just word wall. They need to go and redo this. That is not good. I'll put it on my wish list. Because, you know, why not? We'll take a look at that later on. So anyway, that was Era 1. Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. I'm not even going to click on that. Monster Hunter Wilds, don't care. Midnight Murder Club, nah. March. 2-point museum management sim. Really? Who thought that was a good idea? I mean, 2-point stuff is good. The hospital thing was done well. But a museum? Why a museum? Oh, it looks more like a theme park. They've got the stupid things. Oh, we got ghosts to deal with? That So, castle and management, incredible museums, explore to discover amazing artifacts, design and refine the layout, keep staff happy. Okay. Donations plentiful and children of off the exhibits. Keep them off the exhibits. I don't know. I don't have a connection to a museum, so yes, I've been to museums, but I don't see managing one as being interesting. Yeah, you have ghosting museums. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Oh, Split Fiction, co-op action game from It Takes Two. Oh, this is a weird game. I think did we see this in the game video game awards or something? This is a weird one. Embrace mind-blowing moments as you're pulled deep into the many worlds of Split Fiction, a boundary-pushing co-op adventure. Basically, if I understood it correctly, there's a fantasy version of the story and there's a sci-fi version of the story, and you can do them almost simultaneously, or jump back and forth between that. That's why they call it Split Fiction. And it sounds interesting, but I don't see why you would jump back and forth between the two of them. And if you play this, so do you play the story twice, one in fantasy and one in sci-fi, and hopefully different stuff happens? I have questions about this game. It's not that I don't like the idea behind it, I just have questions about it. So, and how it's actually going to work. And whether it's any good or not, I have no idea, because again, it hasn't been released yet. But it's an EA game, and I'm not familiar with the studio. But it's I don't know. I think this is a wait and see game. For me, for sure it is, because I like the general idea of splitting between fantasy and sci-fi, but the real question is how much of a split is it, and does that actually give you two possible playthroughs? Here's something no series juxtaposition, maybe targeted to a younger audience. Yeah, I have a feeling that we are not the general target of this game. I mean, some of us might be, but us older people, I don't think this is really our type of game, in all honesty. Because this to me screams, I have attention issues. Isn't I have to have my brain going back and forth between these two worlds all the time. I can't stay focused on one. Trailer answers all your questions. It's a two-player game. Can't play alone. Can't play with more. Oh, really? You can't play alone? Well, that sucks. Hey, Avram, welcome back. So it's a mandatory two-person game. Adventure online co-op split screen. Oh. Okay then. Not for me. I don't think I can get Mrs. Gimpy to play that. So, mainframes platformer with early computer nostalgia. I don't think so. Sorry, down here. Oh, yeah, no thanks. That's open world crafting RPG. Atelier Yumia. I have not heard of this game. Oh, anime? Story behind memory. Explore the field of gather materials and synthesis items. Items you create can be a key to advancing the story, can also be used in battles and exploration. Additionally, you can create your own base with building in the field. Yeah, it looks like it's anime. So this, for those of you who don't know me, anime is not my friend. I just generally don't like the artwork. It has nothing to do with it being Japanese. I just don't like the artwork of anime. I really don't. Yeah, that's not for me. There's so many Atelier games, are there? Again, it's not something I follow. Tales of the Shire, a wholesome Hobbit life sim. I have not heard of this. Could this be a game for Mrs. Gimpy? Welcome home, Hobbit. Live the cozy life of a hobbit in the wonderfully serene landscape of the Shire. Discover, decorate, and share it in this idyllic corner of Middle Earth. Join friendly hobbits and familiar faces awaiting your arrival in the Tales of the Shire, a Lord of the Rings game. Casual, life sim, cozy, indie, nature. Gameplay, please. It could be hobbit forming, I agree. It looks like it's well, they're not really showing us much of it so far. Just a little movie. Basically, Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley with hobbits, which Mrs. Gimpy actually might like. Yeah, Sims Hobbit is really, I think, is what it's supposed to be. Yeah, I suspect Mrs. Gimpy might like this one. Just by the general look of it. I have to dig a little bit deeper, though. Not quite, because I think you play your character and have cozy times with farming, gathering your neighbors. What? Gardening, farming, baking, cooking, and ring destroying. Or the dwarves and village wizards, they come in later after you build your first little living room or dining room with all the good stuff in it, and then the dwarves come in and wreck it. Anyway, gonna look at that for Mrs. Gimpy. Okay, next. Adam Fall, Western version of Stalker. I don't care. The first Berserker, Kazan. Gruesome dungeon and fighter action RPG. Really? Could this be fun? Oh, look, it's checking how old I am. For those of you who don't know, I was born in January 1st, 1970. Everyone on the internet who asks for my age, that's when I was born. It's not true, but it's the way it works. It's easier to remember. The first Berserker, Kazan. It's a hardcore action role-playing game. The player will become Kazan, the great general of the Pel-Las Empire, who became death, and sets out to reveal the incidents that led to his downfall and seek vengeance on his enemies. Ooh, the artwork's kind of different. Well, actually, not really, is it? Actually, it is. It's anime-ish, but more realistic? Maybe? More modern? We're all born on 1170. I know, it's so much easier that way. It's a grittier anime for sure. At least to me, it seems. I'm not a big anime person, so, but it seems more grittier to me than what I typically see. How long is this movie? It's almost done. So, no actual gameplay. This is just a movie, so that doesn't help me. I don't think, yeah, this is an actual gameplay. This is just a movie. I'm guessing that's what it looks like a little bit more. Maybe. The more I'm looking at it, I don't think this is really for me. It's kind of reminding me of Dark Souls a little bit. That's what the fights look like, at least from these screenshots. I think it's more like Dark Souls than anything else. It's a Path of Exile like, so kind of Diablo, but only with the barbarian warrior kind of. Oh, really? Well, see, yeah, they're not showing anything. I mean, it's just a movie, so it's hard to tell what it is. Single player. Minimum stuff, if everybody's interested. 12 gigabytes RAM, GeForce. So it's not real hard on the graphics card things. 70 gigabytes install, though. That's pretty hefty. Requires an SSD. So, just be warned. Requires an SSD. Means lots of loading. It's only with comes with free de novo to boost system performance. That's a very bad joke, Fluke. That's a very bad joke. It's funny, but it's a bad joke. Enjoy early access. We're not looking at early access stuff. Killing Floor 3, don't care. Wander Stop, an existential cozy game. Yeah. Gold, adventure, gold. City builders fueled by greed. Vice undercover. 80s drug lords take business online. Curious? Vice undercover is a point and click narco thriller set in an alternate 1980s Miami where every choice matters. You play as an undercover agent, Vita, and a 1 hour per day. And for 1 hour per day, you're taking control over a cartel. For 1 hour a day, you take over a cartel. I don't think you're working hard enough. But this is not a... yeah, this is just a point and click thing. That's okay. We don't do those anymore. In April, The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. Oh, that's going to be just in time for The Last of Us Season 2 coming out on HBO. I'm guessing this is going to be lined up perfectly with that. Because Last of Us Part 2, or Season 2 is coming out very soon on Max or HBO. Looking forward to that, by the way. Clara, puppet-powered adventure. Really? Your sister's waiting for season... I'm waiting. Mrs. Gimpy and I are waiting for Season 2. We really enjoyed Season 1. She didn't believe me that it was based on a video game. I said, it's a really good video game, though. That's why it's so good. Okay. Not as cool looking as I was hoping it was going to be. Tempest Rising archetypal base building RTS. This sounds familiar. Command distinct factions and a desperate struggle for power and resources in Tempest Rising, a classic RTS set on Earth after a nuclear war. And no, I don't do those type of games anymore. Revenge of the Savage Planet, funky sci-fi platforming. Don't do platform games. Abysses. Brine Punk 4-player co-op shooter. No. Survive against horrifying fictional AI. That's okay. Alara Prime 4v4v4 competitive tactical FPS. No. Aqua Metas. Corporate dystopian base builder and FPS. Curious. The Altars could be interesting. What's the Altars? Is that on the list? Okay, dive into Aqua Metas, a unique blend of immersive sim, tactical FPS, and strategy set in a submerged corporate hellscape. Control cunning mercs on high-stakes infiltration missions and engage in tactical combat while overseeing the management of your private mercenary company as a logistics manager. Boy, they're screwed. I see water. I see you probably breathing. So what is this actually? Immersive sim, tactical FPS strategy. I don't know. It's not an RPS or not an RPG. It's just a sim, just trying to survive managing these guys. And climbing walls apparently. I don't know. Not enough to wish list at this point. Maybe later. Altars. Where's all the altars? What if Fallout Shelter had a story? Okay. Altars. Explore an emotional sci-fi game that features a unique blend of adventure, survival, and base building elements. Play as Jan Dulski, simple worker who creates alternate versions of himself in a desperate attempt to escape from a planet where even sun rays can be proved deadly. Oh, we saw this before. When a Fallout Shelter had a story. So do you get to play eugenics in this one too? Survival, action, adventure, strategy, management. But is there eugenics? That's the important part. Probably should be playing this stuff with sound, huh? Oh, you guys aren't seeing or hearing this, are you? A few months ago, we looked at the trailer, I think, maybe. There's a demo. There's a demo. I don't know. Again, is unless there's eugenics, what's the point of playing this? Part is making copies of yourself with different characteristics because of different choices in the past of a character. But that's not really eugenics. Not the trailer watching, you should have called this stream G3. Yes. Well, this was not really the plan today. This is kind of an impromptu thing to do today. Beyond the Stars, city builder on a space whale. City building on a space whale. That's not a space whale. Build a city on the back of a space whale and learn to coexist as you journey through the stars. Manage intricate supply chains and the needs of your people as you build outposts, meet aliens, and uncover the mysterious mysteries of the universe. Maybe. So not early access, no actual release date. Maybe. Big walk co-op silly walking game. Yeah, right. It took that from Doctor Who, The Beast Below. What, the whale thing in space? Does it have space sharks? Probably. Big walk, blueprint, surreal architectural puzzle. No. Borderlands 4. All new crew of 4-player co-op vault hunting. I didn't even play any of the other Borderlands. Why would I play 4? Broken Arrow. Oh, this is the game coming out by Slytherin. This is a kind of an RPS type deal. The strength of this game is probably going to be multiplayer if they balance it correctly. If. Basically modern warfare type stuff. I've watched a couple of streams they've done. Not really a game I'd play, but some people might like it. Hey, Hobo, welcome back. Happy New Year. But anyway, Broken Arrow, this has got hopefully some good buzz about it. I'd like to see if it was single player, which I think they're supposed to have, but it looks like its appeal is going to be for multiplayer. Again, just waiting to see more on that one. Coming out later this year. Or sorry, next year. Sometime next year. Kind of like World in Conflict? I don't know. All I've seen really is the multiplayer stuff. Bugaboo Pocket, Entomology Life Sim. Oh, really? Bugs. Oh, this is not. Virtual pet game starring bugs from land, air, and sea. Play a research scientist living in a cabin with just your bugs and a pen pal for company. Spoil them with pets. Minigame. Okay. This is not an adult game. That's not an adult game. Sorry. Uh, the perfect collection, a collection and playable history of Bubsy. I'm gonna guess that's a cat. You can look that one up yourself. Just type in exclamation point PC 2025 to get this link to PC Gamer. This is where we're getting this from. Open-ended survival climber. No. City Tales medieval era. Colorful hand-painted city builder. City builder. Bubsy is a failed platformer. Why cat died too many times. City Tales is a medieval strategic city builder with an organic building system, allowing you to create vast cities where every stone tells a tale. Balance your resources and plan each district whilst the lives of your companions and people unfold. That doesn't sound... Um, this is reminding me of something. Oh, that's not even a real video. That's a trailer at best. This is watercolors, but bright, yes. But Bugaboo Pocket you should put on your list. If it has a demo, you could use it for X Games in a month event for some giggles. No, we don't do giggles. Speaking of City Builder, have you looked at Manor Lords recently? Not recently, other than it was on my list of games I played this year. That's the last time I've seen. I haven't really looked at it. I know they've added some stuff to it. I just haven't looked at it lately. That's all. I need to get back to it. So that's open-ended survival climber. That one. Claire Obscure Expedition 33, turn-based RPG with a dark fantasy story. That title's too long. The members of Expedition 33 on their quest to destroy the Paintress, so that she can never paint death again. Explore a world of wonders inspired by Belle Epoque, France, and battle unique enemies in this turn-based RPG with real-time mechanics. Yeah, gameplay. Yes, I can disappear into nothingness. What is this supposed to be? Uh, that's different. No, it's not. No, it's not. That's not different. Yeah, I'm gonna go with no for me. Nope, nope, nope. Craftlings, pixel resource management with Terraria-like charm. Somehow I doubt that. Welcome to Craftlings, a humorous, relaxing resource management strategy game set in a vibrant fantasy world where you guide hapless creatures to build settlements, automate production chains, then mobilize them to protect their homes. Somehow I think that story doesn't gonna match this game. Oh, it's pixelated. Really? Didn't say pixel, did it? I don't see pixel anywhere. Oh, they said Terraria Link, so that's close enough. Oh, I can probably see myself playing hours of this game, but I would never stream it. I can see myself playing that game, but not streaming it. Crashlands 2 open world. No, it's no. I mean that's a different one, isn't it? Open world crafting RPGs. Yes, it's populated by pixies. Slap your Slap your way across a vibrant world where interstellar friendships are the key to your survival. Befriend eccentric aliens, craft bizarre weaponry, and stick it to the man in the sequel to the award-winning open-world crafting RPG Crashlands. Oh, yeah, whatever. Crimson Desert single-player RPG from Black Desert Devs. They've had time. Will Dune Awakening be a sandbox game? It is a sandbox game. Crimson Desert is an open-world action-adventure set in the beautiful yet brutal continent of Pywell. Discover adventure, uncover wonders, and experience thrilling action as you witness the saga surrounding Cliff, leader of the Grey Maids, whose mission takes him on an incredible journey. So it doesn't sound very flexible in the storyline there. Paywall? This? No, this is a standalone game. Not paywall, Pywell. What's it look like? Do they actually have gameplay? Pywell. I have yet to play Black Desert. I have an account for it, but I've never played it. Yeah, Black Desert Online. Yep, yep. The next color apparently is Crimson Desperador. Hmm. Ooh, Red Dragon? Awesome. Do you get to crash it? Problem with novel combat is that there are only so many different ways you can stick something pointy into somebody. There's many ways you can stick people with stuff, pointy stuff, though. Crimson Desert. Cuff Bust. Adorable prison break with friends. No. Darkwater. Lethal Company inspired co op horror. Dispatch. Superheroes in a messy workplace drama. What? Dispatch is a superhero workplace comedy where choices matter. Manage a dysfunctional team of misfit heroes and strategize who to send to emergencies around the city, all while balancing office politics, personal relationships, and your own quest to become a hero. No. Sorry, but no. That's Stranding 2, don't care. Dead Static Drive. 80s Americana horror meets Grand Theft Auto. Not for me. Deltarune chapters 3 and 4. Undertale's parallel story continues. Undertale. Does that sound familiar? Dissenters. No, sorry. Demon School. High school demon fighting tactics RPG. Oh, high school demon fighting. No, I'm not going to do that. Descenders next. Downhill snowboarding. Really? They're still making those type of games. Doom the Dark Ages. Don't care. Dragon Quest 1 and 2 Remake. Dune Awakening. Survival crafting MMO. MMO? Dune Awakening is an open world survival MMO set on the most dangerous planet in the AI. Survive the desert by learning the ways of the Fremen. Expand your potential through combat, spice building, trade building. You can. How? This is going to be an MMO. Your eyes aren't blue, you're going to die. Oh, they're using the old worm. Or is that the new worm? How is this going to be an MMO? Online co-op, crafting, or rich adventure. But they call it an MMO. It's by Funcom. Uh-oh. It's just a tube with lots of teeth, or is that that's the newer design, the tube with lots of teeth. The three thing that did this, that's from the movie back in the 80s, I think. I think that's the design they came up with in the 80s. The new design is just one big tube. The Awakening. So, your content. Find the Fremen, wake the sleeper. So it means you make Paul, and he just kills everybody. Tell your own story. The absence of Paul has created a power vacuum on Arrakis, but you are not alone in stepping into it. So it takes place, what, Messiah? Follow the teachings of the Fremen to survive the desert. Dehydrate faster in the sun. Craft tools for survival. Beware the sandworms. Build a base. Develop it from a sheltered outpost to fight two mighty fortresses using the powerful building system. Infiltrate bandit and slaver camps. Expand. Spice's power. Consume it to unshackle your mind. See the unseen and enhance your abilities beyond human limits, but do not let addiction overcome you. So become a swordmaster, trooper, mentat, planetologist, or Bene Gesserit. Mixing and matching unique and powerful. Craft and maintain a range of vehicles, explore the vast epic landscape, discover Arrakeen and Harko Village. I don't see join a guild, rise to power. When this is ever changing the landscape, clash with other guilds. It sounds like there's some type of PvP going on. Can you ride the worm? Well, if you hit it with a bottle first. So it looks like a PvP MMO of some kind. Almost has to be. Paul was never born in this universe. Lady Jessica had a daughter. Oh, Skybird. I don't know. I'll put it on the wish list for future reference. Keep in mind, if you ever see stuff in my wish list, doesn't actually mean I want the game. I wish list stuff just to keep track of it. Uh-oh. Tab crossed.
Hello, Gimpy. It is time to take a break. Go check on the dogs.
Okay, so here.
This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support, or you can watch the ads during the break, or you can type !treats in chat. Thank you.
Oh, we got a lot of stuff to go through. So do we want to continue
Your
to do
next
this?
break is in 1 hour.
There's a lot of stuff to go through here. I mean, I don't mind, but is everybody interested in it, I guess? Keep in mind that if you want to see the list yourself instead of start watching on the stream, just type in PC 2025 for the link to what we're looking at right now. You can become a Space Guild Navigator. It sounds like you become Bene Gesserit. Is that good enough? Need a mug of tea. Okay, well, I need a mug of glass because I ran out of water. So, at the very least, I need to get up, stretch my legs, get some water. We'll come back and do this some more. See Enshrouded 1.0 release. That's a nifty. We've played Enshrouded before. It's fine. It's a survival game. Anyway, be back in a few minutes. Get some water. If you've been watching the stream for any length of time, get up and stretch your legs and get some water too. Be back shortly, or tea, or coffee, whatever you drink. And we'll be back in a few minutes. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video.